Welcome to the channel. In today's video, we'll take a deeper look at the overall picture for March 17, 2025. Specifically for Leo, this is a time when you're stepping into a powerful phase of transformation, where growth potential opens up, if you're willing to let go of the past and actively move forward. The signals from the universe are not appearing by coincidence. They are guiding you toward necessary changes, especially in your career and personal projects. Right now, let's dive into the specific aspects: finances, love, career, health, relationships, and the related astrological elements, to give you a comprehensive and solid outlook on your journey. In terms of finances, today marks a significant turning point for Leo, a phase that signifies a noticeable energetic shift related to how you earn money, utilize resources, and define your personal value in the material world. The change may not come in the form of loud disruptions, but it carries a profound force. New financial opportunities may arise unexpectedly, and often come from sources or connections you weren't anticipating. This is a time to seriously listen to your intuition, as signs of financial transformation may be subtle and require alertness and proactive energy from you. Notably, old financial patterns, thought processes, spending habits, or investment methods that have been repeated for too long are reaching an end. They no longer align with the new structure that life is shaping for you. Clinging to familiar routines won't just slow down your growth, but may also cause you to miss out on bigger doors that are waiting to open. This is a time that calls for courage to reevaluate your personal financial system, what to keep, what to let go of, and what can be restructured to better align with the energy of a new growth cycle. You'll also notice that a sudden inflow of money may arrive in a very short span of time. It could be a collaboration proposal, an unexpected income, a new contract, or an unplanned project. However, the key lies not in how much money comes in, but in how you use it to expand your financial space for the future. Some offers may seem small at first, but when you look deeper, you'll see that they are the beginning of a bigger chain of opportunities, long-term and sustainable. This financial breakthrough is deeply tied to the evolution of your mindset. If you're willing to shift your perspective and renew yourself in how you organize and build your financial foundation, that flexibility will become a powerful lever for prosperity. This is also a phase where you need to strengthen your resource management skills, not just at the personal level, but in long-term strategic terms. And of course, every financial flow originates from the energy you emit in your work. The deep financial shifts you're experiencing now are the first responses from the universe to your efforts, creativity, or career direction you've been nurturing. That's why the next section will focus on the transitions in your career, where the changes are not just superficial but touch the core of your personal growth journey as a Leo, entering a phase of maturity and discovering your true value. Your work at this time is no longer about repeating old routines or staying in a safe zone as before. There's a growing inner urge calling you to renew your approach, change your mindset, and redefine your role in your professional journey. You may already feel it. Methods that once brought success now seem ineffective. They're starting to hinder more than help. And right now, change is no longer just an option. It becomes an essential need if you truly want to move to a higher level of development. New ideas may be quietly emerging within you, even if they haven't yet taken a clear form. It could be a project you once thought about but never really pursued, or a new field you feel drawn to explore. The important thing is not to overlook those subtle signals, for they are the creative streams the universe is sending your way. A sudden inspiration, a seemingly trivial suggestion, or even just a moment when you realize you need to step out of your comfort zone, all are guiding you toward a significant career shift. And when it comes to transformation, we must also mention the deeply personal aspect of how you perceive your own abilities. Perhaps it's time to remind yourself of a simple but often forgotten truth: you are stronger than you think. The current challenges are not meant to hinder you. They are merely tests of your resilience, determination, and leadership qualities that already exist within you. Don't let uncertainty stop you from showing your strength. During this period, you will see more clearly than ever your ability to actively and confidently navigate your career path. You may face changes in your work environment, restructuring in personnel, or a shift in long-term goals. However, understand that all these transitions are creating space for you to express your true capabilities, no longer confined by old limitations. This is also a time when collaboration and expanding your professional network become especially important. Let your professional relationships be built on deep understanding and shared goals, rather than just surface-level interaction. When you dare to re-examine your role at work, you are also laying the foundation for a more sustainable and meaningful career. And from there, you will realize that every career decision not only affects your current job position, but also creates long-term ripple effects in how you live, create, and develop your personal value. Right after this, we will expand this perspective into the area of health, where the balance between work and your physical and mental well-being will play a crucial role in maintaining the resources you need to steadily move forward on your long-term career path. At this point in time, health is no longer just a supporting factor in your life. It is an essential foundation that determines the quality of all your efforts, including the career journey you are aiming for. The change within you is beginning with very specific signals: persistent fatigue, a lack of mental clarity, or a subtle but consistent decline in daily energy. These seemingly minor things, if you listen closely, are profound reminders that your body and mind are calling for a serious adjustment. Changing health habits is not a trendy choice or a superficial move. It is a personal commitment to yourself. What you put into your body, how you treat your sleep, the time you dedicate to movement, or simply the quiet moments you take to breathe deeply, all reflect the level of investment you are truly making in your own long-term sustainability. Sometimes what's needed isn't an overly strict regimen, but rather honesty with yourself. What is truly nourishing you, and what is silently draining you? Your body is always sending signals. The question is whether you are conscious enough to recognize them. A dull ache, a slight sense of emotional unrest, a string of sleepless nights. These are not merely temporary issues, but signs that you are disconnecting from your true needs. Returning to the basics, eating properly, getting enough sleep, exercising regularly, and taking genuine rest will create a noticeable shift not only in your physical state, but also in your entire energy field. Mental health also needs to be cared for just as much. Work pressure, personal expectations, unnamed worries, all of these can accumulate and create an invisible layer of fatigue if you don't learn to recognize and release them. Sometimes, just a moment of silence in your day to truly listen to yourself is already an act of healing. Practicing meditation, writing an emotional journal, or simply disconnecting temporarily from technological noise all serve as inner remedies that help you regenerate energy. Your health status cannot be separated from your work performance. A tired body and a restless mind cannot maintain clarity and endurance in a work environment that demands high focus and constant proactivity. Therefore, if you're truly serious about advancing in your career, investing in your health is not just necessary, it must be a top priority. Not for anyone else, but for the quality of your life and your long-term future. Next, we will continue into the area of family and personal relationships, where the balance of your physical and mental health also plays a vital role in maintaining sustainable connections, emotional support, and inner stability on your journey of growth. In the current context, family and friendship relationships are entering a phase that requires deep and honest reflection. You may have already felt this recently: an invisible distance, an incomplete conversation, or lingering misunderstandings that have yet to be resolved. None of these exist by coincidence. They reflect a very real need within you and your loved ones, the need to be heard, to be understood, and to reconnect from a deeper place, not just from familiar roles in the relationship. This is a time when the potential for healing becomes clearer than ever. But healing is not merely about mending a crack. It is a journey of expanding emotional space for empathy and acceptance. You may find yourself in situations where you must take the initiative, not to fix others, but to reshape the way you show up in that relationship. Because sometimes what's needed is not saying the right thing, but knowing how to listen to what hasn't been said. Family interactions are also shifting. There may be brief conversations that unexpectedly open new perspectives. A small gesture from a loved one may make you realize the relationship needs a slower rhythm, a pause for genuine listening instead of reacting out of habit. This is a time when you are being called to return to the original essence of a bond: trust, respect, and sincere presence. Do not underestimate your role in softening the edges of past wounds. When you approach your loved ones with true understanding and compassion, no distance is too great to be bridged. Sometimes a conversation doesn't need to solve a problem. It simply reestablishes a safe space between people who once belonged to each other. And naturally, that will bring about deeper transformation in the nature of the relationship. It is undeniable that the family environment and support from friends have a direct impact on your mental state and work performance. Stable, sincere relationships that are nurtured properly will become solid pillars, helping you maintain balance through stressful stages in your career. They are not just a place to return to, they are the space that keeps your life force intact when everything around you is in motion. Therefore, if you truly want to go further in your career path, investing in personal relationships, family, friends, and those who are always by your side is essential. A well-nourished emotional ecosystem will not only help you advance more steadily at work, but also sustain your inner equilibrium in your journey of personal development. Your compatibility with other zodiac signs is also entering a phase of adjustment at this time. You may realize that relationships which used to be easy and natural now feel harder to grasp, or vice versa. Connections that once felt scattered may now begin to grow in meaning and depth. This is a natural result of your inner transformation. As your internal energy shifts, you will also attract or release relationships based on the new frequency you are emitting. There may be changes in the way you interact with certain individuals, especially those of zodiac signs you previously felt little in common with. However, embrace this as a natural part of the growth process. The people who remain in your journey now are not only those who are compatible, but also those who can bring you profound understanding and the kind of inspiration you truly need. At the same time, some relationships will become more clearly strengthened, not because they've become easier, but because you and the other person have grown in sync in the way you perceive and engage with each other. This is also a time for you to observe more closely the quality of your existing connections rather than the quantity or superficial closeness. Genuine relationships, those that don't need to be flaunted but are always there at the right moment, will greatly support you in your next steps, especially in your career. A timely piece of advice, a collaborator who shares your values, or simply someone who knows how to truly listen. Sometimes, these can have more impact than any skill set. The color associated with today, a golden amber tone, is not just symbolic. It represents positive energy, spiritual renewal, and a constructive new beginning. This is a color that not only evokes warmth and inner light, but also encourages confidence and openness to new experiences. If you feel that something within you is longing for a fresh breeze, this color is a gentle reminder that change doesn't always have to come through dramatic breakthroughs. It can begin with how you see life and how you open your heart to the goodness that is coming your way. And if there is one final message that needs to be emphasized today, it is the importance of being proactive in how you approach the unknown. Don't wait for everything to be clear or perfect before you start. Sometimes, all it takes is the courage to take that first step, and everything else will naturally fall into place. Embrace the unexpected with courage, and let every ending become the beginning of something wonderful. This quote is not just an inspirational message, it is a guiding compass for how you should face change in every area of your life, from finances, work, and health to personal relationships. And it is precisely this spirit that forms the foundation for the next chapter in your journey. Your career is not separate from who you are. It is the crystallization of your entire energy, mindset, and the relationships around you. So carry that courage forward into the future with a grounded, clear, and open-hearted attitude to receive all that is rightfully yours. Thank you for accompanying me through to the final moments of today's journey. I understand that each of us carries a unique story, a journey filled with quiet phases and unspoken longings. And if you've listened this far, perhaps some part of you is truly ready to change, to let go, and to step into a new chapter of your life with intention and inner maturity. Horoscopes are not a fixed map for you to live by, but rather a mirror to reflect the movements within yourself, to understand the natural cycles of life, and from there to adjust your direction in harmony with both your inner world and your outer reality. The most important thing is always how you choose to walk, how you perceive yourself in each role, whether in work, in relationships, in family, or even in the quiet moments where it's just you with yourself. Leo is the zodiac sign of strength, inner light, and the ability to inspire. But even a Leo needs moments of pause to replenish energy, to listen to the shifts within, and to realign direction when the external world becomes too noisy. Today, if you feel something uniquely stirring within you, don't overlook it. That may well be the first sign of a new door beginning to open. Allow yourself to move forward, not hastily, but also without hesitation. Trust that even if the path ahead is not completely clear, you can still walk forward with the certainty that comes from inner belief, the belief that you are on the right path, and that life always arranges everything at the right time, as long as you remain present, aware, and willing to receive. I truly hope that today's sharing has helped you reconnect with yourself, even just a little. And if this has resonated with you in any way, feel free to leave a message, a thought, or simply come back again so we can continue to explore the journey of inner growth in future videos. Until then, live slowly, live truly, and live fully with yourself. See you again soon.